In this lesson, we'll show you how to add a data source to your timeliner. The first thing that you need to do to add a data source to your timeliner is, from the timeliner window, click on the Data Sources tab. Then, click the Add button. A drop-down menu will appear, and you'll be given a number of different options to choose the type of data source that you want to import into the timeliner. What you choose will depend upon what you have available for your project. But let's show you what happens when you import a CSV file. Your CSV file should basically be an Excel spreadsheet, laid out in this fashion, containing all the different pieces of information that you would need for a task in the timeliner. So if you have a CSV file that's ready to go, all you have to do is go back to your timeliner, click Add, CSV Source, select the file, and then click OK. A new window will appear. Because our CSV file was laid out such that the first row contained all the headings, we'll click the checkbox that says Row 1 contains headings. Now you can go through and indicate which of the different headings in your CSV file correlate to which headings in the timeliner. So for instance, task name in the timeliner is the name in the CSV file. In a well-ordered CSV file, the headings should be almost identical to those present in the timeliner. But if for some reason they don't match up, or your CSV file simply does not have a corresponding data field, you can just leave that blank in the field selector menu. So I'm just going to go through and continue filling out all of the information for the field selector. The important thing to remember from this is that the values on the right under external field name are the headings that appear in the CSV file. The values under column are the names of the headings in the timeliner itself. So, like I said, I'm just going to go through and fill all of these out so that we can go on to the next step of using the timeliner. One important thing to be careful of is, since there are so many values, you want to double check as you're going through to make sure you associate the right external field name with the correct column heading. When you're done, click OK, and you'll see that the data source has been imported into the timeliner.